schedule jobs or batch jobs are automated processes that runs predefined set of steps at specific intervals or triggers. Right? They are commonly used to handle repetitive, time-intensive operations like data processing or reporting, maintenance, things like that, often without any manual intervention. So let's take a look at how to do that in Unmeshed. Let's first create a sample process definition that is complex. So let's call it complex batch job. And I'm going to create a simple sort of parallel set of steps using a parallel task and a list inside the parallel. Let's add, say, 5 HTTP tasks to it. So we've got a list of 5 tasks in a parallel. I'm going to duplicate that. So we have 2 sets of 5 and then 3 sets, 4 sets, and say 5 sets. So that's roughly like 25 steps that needs to run. And this can be considered as a complex job, right? We're doing 5 different things and we want to get all of these things done quickly. So let's first save this and do a quick test run. And as you can see, it ran pretty quickly. Look at the timeline, almost 100 milliseconds total for running 25 different HTTP steps. That's another incredible feature of Unmeshed. It runs these things incredibly fast, regardless of the number of steps. So let's go back and go to the schedules where we want to now run the schedule that we want. So we can create a schedule, and if you want to put a description, you can do that. Here we are getting this process from default namespace. I believe we called it complex batch job, so we've got that. And the schedule type can be cron, and the expression is a cron expression which you can compose. It starts from minute, hour, day, month, and day of week, which is pretty comprehensive for most batch use cases. And it'll also summarize it for you based on the expression that you have created. Or you can go to crontab.guru where you can actually customize and edit and bring it back. So there's a flag that says it's enabled or not. So by default, it's yes. You can set a start time for this, which can be a date in the future or sometime in the past if you want to start immediately. And the time zone is effectively whatever time zone you want it to be. And then there is a policy that says overlap. This is useful when you have occasional jobs that might run too long and you don't want the second job to trigger even though the time says it is ready to trigger. So do not allow overlap means that it will not allow overlapping runs. And it'll just wait for the next time to run it, which is very useful in most situations. So we can set that as do not overlap and save it. And you can also directly see the executions from here by clicking here. When there's nothing yet, it'll be in the next minute that this will run. There you go. So it ran exactly at 3 o'clock on the dot for the first execution and completed in 55 milliseconds, which is incredibly fast for 25 steps. So that's how schedule jobs will run. And then if you want to track that job, you can go back to schedules listing and find that job. There you go. It's enabled right now. You can actually select that and disable it if you want to, so that you can pause running it. You can force run it. Let's say you want to trigger it right now without waiting for the next time. And you can also see this. See all of the schedules in a view monitor where if there are problems with your schedules, it will be highlighted here. Since there's no issues with any of the schedules that I have in my system, there's nothing displayed here. At any point, you can change the job that you're triggering based on this particular schedule. And if you want multiple executions of the same process definition, you can create new schedules for each type of schedule that you want.